Good morning, good morning, good morning from Fabric Queen here. Let me tell you something. I hope you had the most beautiful Mother's Day. Seriously, I did. It was fabulous. It was great and it was so fulfilling. And wow, how amazing you could feel the love. You could feel the love in the air most significantly. And I hope it was all a blessing for all of you too, most importantly here. So you know what? Pull up a chair, grab a cup of coffee. Let's get your day started here because you know what? There's something here overall you need to be aware of. You need to know this is a brand new week, a brand new beginning here. And you know what? We want to get you started off on the right foot. So let's get into it. Nothing better than a hot cup of overall coffee here. Seriously. I'm hearing if you feel like you're racing here this morning, most significantly, there is absolutely no reason to hurry, okay? Haste makes waste. Slow and steady wins the race. And you've got something big coming here in the month of August, so get ready. You might have a birthday in August, you don't have to, but I'm hearing most significantly here something big is coming in August, all right? And possibly even sooner than you expect, all right? So get ready between now and August. There's going to be some things happening here. And yet, I still see, okay, the gambling card here. A little bit of insight here, okay? Somebody here's got a little bit of addiction here, okay? Maybe an addiction to food, chocolate, candy is what I'm picking up here. But somebody also has been making some very bad choices here, okay? Maybe you're addicted to somebody or something here. And you know what? It's costing you in the end here. And right now is not the favorable time for you to be overall tapping into and feeling this overall temptation. Bumblebees, hornets, okay? Because you're likely going to get stung here, all right, is what I'm hearing most importantly. Give it time though. Give it time. Because I feel like there's going to be more here that's going to be revealed. I kid you not. Everything happens in divine timing, okay? And if you're putting yourself out there, you're bound to get overall burned or stung here. I kid you not. If you've got some form of an idea, your angels is telling you here, you know what? Be realistic, okay? You're going to make choices, all right? You don't know sometimes overall within the situation if it was a bad choice or a good choice because you know what? You're not in tune with your intuition here. But I think you got to be realistic about your situation and very practical about it too here. Because honestly, you have the benefit of good fortune if you want it here. Okay, is what I'm hearing. And if you use your wise judgment. And I feel like somebody here might not be using their wise judgment right now. In fact, you understand you can do anything. Okay, you can do anything you put your mind to here. But in this place, all right, this place overall where you're going to be placed at, where you're going to find yourself in, I do have to tell you here, this is going to be an opportunity for you to reach some overall new heights, okay, within your life, within your situation here. And you should act on some overall potential, okay? Because when you start seeing this overall pattern within yourself, I'm hearing act on it, go for it here within a situation, plant that seed. You know what? It's going to grow, okay? It will grow. And you are about to experience the most spectacular overall season here, honestly. And believe it or not, with 4444, you have got some blessings in disguise here coming, okay? And these blessings are, you know what? Very, very big for you, most importantly, is what I'm hearing. But understand right now, yeah, there might be some difficulties ahead here, okay? It's kind of like the universe stepping in and kind of giving you fair warning here. There is going to be a few little difficulties here. But you know what? You're going to push through these. You really seriously are. You got this. Like I always say, you got this, you got this. All right. But if you've been feeling like you're, how do you want to say it? Struggling, Okay, maybe kind of meandering down a path, kind of feeling a little bit lost, not quite knowing which direction to turn in, where to go, what to do here. Let me tell you something. The winds of change have already blown in your favor. Okay, they already have here. And you know what? You're not going to be suffering or meandering down a path feeling lost any longer. In fact, I'm hearing a bell ringing. Okay, a bell's going to be ringing, most importantly, maybe your doorbell. But here's the thing, some things are going to fall apart here within a situation. And when they do, this is going to be a blessing in disguise for you, most importantly. Okay, because when they do fall apart, this gives you that opportunity to build them back up again, doesn't it? Yes, it does. And you know what? All you're going to have to do is just hang in there. All right, have a little faith within yourself, a little bit of hope within yourself here, because what you don't realize, I'm seeing an offer. Okay, an offer coming in for you, most importantly. And when this offer comes in, my God, you are going to shine. Okay, you are going to shine like you've never shined before here. All right, there will be no room for overall insecurity here. Okay, and what I'm hearing is, let me tell you something. Your light here, okay, irritates your overall demons. All right, it irritates them right to the bloody core. And I'm hearing you just shine. Okay, you be your true, beautiful, authentic self here. All right, and you just glimmer, sparkle, and shine here. All right, because you have no room for insecurities. All right, you have no room for people who are jealous, negative overall within a situation. It is all about positivity here. Now, that's a lot, isn't it? Of course it is. But there's more, isn't there? Yes, there is more. Because when it comes to your money, okay, everybody wants more money, right? Okay, you want more money. I know you do. And you know what? When you start shining here, you're going to consider saving, okay? Start putting away, tucking away a little bit of money here and there here within a situation. In fact, you might even consider starting a budget, all right? Budgeting your overall funds, your monies here, okay? I get it. You'd love to go out and shop, all right? And shop around most significantly here. But you know what? Be mindful as to who and what is around you most significantly here. Because I'm also seeing performance, okay? Your overall performance. You might want to do a self-evaluation with regards to how good are you performing? What is it that you're putting out there, okay? What about these overall ideas? Have you taken the initiative? Have you overall act on your idea here? Because honestly, there is a small chill in the air. Frigid Realm came out. And you know what? You might find yourself in a situation or a place here, okay, where curiosity here is killing the cat here. Kind of wondering what else is next, what else is going to happen here. And things might go from hot to cold, okay, one extreme to the next here. But yet, it's that wonder, okay, that overall wonder within you, all right, you just can't quite let go of what you're wondering what it's going to be like, wondering when it's going to happen, okay, wondering who it is, who it's not here within a situation, wondering what this overall idea is that you're going to have, because right now, you know what, your mind is drawing a blank here. But I gotta tell you, Queen of Cups here, okay, I feel like I might be talking to a divine feminine, and if I'm not, you know what, and you're dealing with a divine feminine, reverse the roles, whatever you got to do to make this fit here, even though it is the collective. Just take what resonates with you and leave the rest for somebody else here. But this person here is a divine feminine, okay? Somebody who is quite secure, quite feminine. All right, somebody who's very loving, very, very warm. But I feel like overall within this situation, as warm as what they are, the next minute they could go cold, couldn't they? Exactly. But this person's quite sensitive, all right? They're quite kind overall within their nature here, but they're easily wounded here, all right? And they can be easily wounded by overall pettiness, right? Right. And this person I'm talking to could be you. But with the Hierophant card here in the reverse here, I'm feeling like you're being challenged, okay, with regards to your overall beliefs, those set of beliefs that you might have created for yourself here. And maybe some of these overall ideas that you have here are a little bit unconventional, right? But what I'm hearing, reverse the roles. If somebody else had this idea, what would you think then? Seriously, would you tell them to go for it? Would you support them? Would you respect them? Would you honor them? You decide here, because I'm seeing the transition card here. All right. And I feel like there's going to be some movement here. All right. Some overall movement here coming into your energy here, most importantly. And you might find yourself jumping from one hot frying pan right into the next hot frying pan. All right. And a lot of this might have to do with an overall grounded, mature, divine feminine here. But here's the thing. You also might be sitting in a position right now where, you know what, you feel like you're making lack of progress here. You're spinning your wheels. You're not going anywhere. You're not acting on your ideas here. And you're kind of wondering what's coming next. What overall is going to happen within this situation? Well, I'm going to tell you, you're the magician. All right. Whatever it is, I feel like this is something you've manifested. Okay. You've created. You've wanted to come in. Okay, overall within your life. And yet you're going to be forced to stand in your power. You're going to be forced to be that one here, you know what, who contains a lot of gifts. Okay, you could be a smooth talker here. You could be somebody here who is directing. Okay, directing overall at will. What's going to happen here? There we go, a blooper. There you go. Stipulating what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen here. But the key thing is, you get to decide. See, you have all these gifts within you. It's a matter of the fact, and behind it is, do you want to tap into these gifts? All right. Do you want to use these gifts to the best of your ability here? That's right. And for a lot of you, you're being called to manifest right now because you can see those gifts. So keep in mind, your daily affirmation here today is, today you're going to express yourself. All right. Today you're going to express your feelings openly, honestly here by possibly writing them down or maybe even reading them aloud. That's what you're going to do today. And when you do that today, let me tell you something. It is there and then, okay? You're taking that initiative, all right? For some of you, this was your idea. This is what you wanted to do. You wanted to express yourself. You wanted to tell it like it was. And believe it or not, it's going to be a blessing in disguise. It really, truly is here. But here's the thing. You know there's always a cause and effect, okay? And right now, you might be gambling with this idea, all right? You might be gambling overall here within your mind here. Do I dare some do this or do I not do this here, okay? But first and foremost, I really think you're going to be starting something new here. You're going to be starting something really good here. And when you start this, things are going to take an overall change. Okay, they are going to take an overall change within your life, more ways than one. So get ready, okay, because these overall changes that are about to take place within your life, most significantly here, are going to be some opportunities here for you to really, truly shine here, all right, to stand in your overall power here, okay, because you're realizing you are a magician, even if you can't pull a rabbit out of your hat. You created something here, and you're about to create something here that is going to be majorly significant here. And believe it or not, it's coming sooner than you expect. So get ready. And with that, I'll be back here tomorrow talking to you. Bye now.